Here we are, guys. We're back. Double XL Men. It's episode 4 of X-Men, the animated series, Deadly Reunions. I am one of your hosts, VHS Jace. Next to me is the great Jason Roy Gaston. And you would have watched this episode back in January 23rd, 1993, Jason.
Yes.
When it was released.
That's
back in
when
the
I
day.
would have watched it, yes. Saturday morning on Fox
Mhm.
Kids. It wasn't called Fox Kids back then. It was just Fox.
Wasn't it Fox Kids by then, or was that later? That was later
I think
on.
that was
the later
later. I
90s.
could be wrong. I
Yeah.
don't think it was called Fox Kids, but it might have been. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know anything.
Well, this episode called Deadly Reunions, Jason, is rather surprising in a few elements, I gotta say. There's a couple of things that happen in this episode that, well, better left unsaid. Maybe the opening scene actually, let me phrase it this way. Do you think how Professor X is going about trying to acquire information from Sabretooth is moral in any way?
Absolutely not. I was on Sabretooth's side when he wanted to wreck the X-Mansion. I was like, yes. Start in Charles' room first and break all of his valuable collectibles. Because that was wrong. That was non-consensual. That was forced, and that will end you up in therapy.
Yeah, it's crazy. And there is no guilt from Professor X or
He's
even
a
a glimpse
sociopath.
if he thinks he's doing wrongdoing. It's just what makes it terrifying in a way is it's matter of fact in a way for him.
And it's so hypocritical because he's like doing all this horrible things to Sabretooth's mind going, oh, you poor man. Is there anything we can do to cure this torment in your head? Yes, stop taking a dump on his frontal cortex for one thing.
Okay, the other issue I have with Professor X with this episode is the way he treats Wolverine, dude.
He's mean.
He's not very nice.
No.
Put it that way.
No,
he's dismissive.
He's something that
yells at
D,
him.
ends with a K, and is not duck.
Yeah, like it's pretty. I don't know what his deal is at the moment. And then, but we do get a very purposeful Magneto in this episode.
Yeah, it's a Magneto with a plan instead of I'm just going to kill everyone. He's actually got a plan, and actually retcons a major mistake that we noticed earlier about Sabretooth just randomly showing up in a courtroom. Now it's because Magneto told him to go there. So yeah, we'll take that one back. Even though it was weird that nobody noticed him crouching in the corner.
Yeah,
some girl could have looked at him. He looked at the girl and went, "What a surprise, everybody!"
But his Magneto's plan is just to bait the guys, right? It's a matter of bait. You're just baiting them, really.
That would make him a master.
There was a nice little moment with Magneto and have you forgotten magnetism is a cousin of what was it? Lightning? Was it Storm that tried to fire lightning at him?
Yeah, and then he dropped a building on her and she freaked out. And...
Yeah, but anyway, there you go. Yeah. I'm just making the episode up now. I never watched it.
We didn't really watch it. We're just making up things right now.
Making it up. Nah,
people are at home going,
things. It's the way it's going to be on the show.
Did Charles mind assault somebody? What? Oh my goodness.
Well, I've got to go back to the assault thing because you want to talk about terrifying? How about that moment when Professor X gets Magneto? And there's just this terrifying headshot superimposed in the middle of the screen while he's putting him through some of his worst memories.
Yes, the not quite Holocaust and concentration camp scene.
Yeah.
Charles is a complete jerk in this episode. He's horrible.
Is his actions enough to be one of the key causes of why now Magneto is on a recruiting drive harder than the U.S. Army now?
I would totally join Magneto right now. I'd be like,
there has to be a question.
My only power
wow.
is turning red traffic lights green by staring at them, but I want to join you, Magneto. I
It's
want
a
to join
hard
you.
argument to make to a fellow mutant to say, all right, you'll have to put up with the prejudice, you'll have to put up with the abuse, you'll have to be moral and pure yourself all the time and fight for the good of mankind. When you got the other dude going like, hey man,
Gotta
it's
kill
just
everyone. Let's
it's
go kill
what's
everyone.
evolution, man? It's evolution.
Yep.
Like it's just what it is. Are we going to worry about the cockroaches? And Magneto's got a bit of that. Thinks humanity are nothing but cockroaches. So, but it'd be very attractive to join the dark side, right?
It
Absolutely.
would. It would. And I don't normally take sides in a romantic spat between Magneto and the Professor, but I'd totally be on Magneto's side right now because, oh, Professor, no means no.
A cool bit in this episode I really dug was Rogue helping Cyclops, but then adapting his powers.
Yeah.
It's great. I think it was the first time we'd seen it in the animated show at this point. First time they've really kind of dealt with it in a significant way, which is kind of great.
I liked
Realized.
that, and I liked how the X-Men's offensive against Magneto was just this gigantic cluster fudge where they all screwed up.
Yes.
Because to me, that's realistic. I mean,
Mm.
they are kind of a
Yeah.
rookie team, and Magneto's super powerful. So yeah, they're gonna screw up, and I like that. And I like that without Rogue, who also screwed up,
Yeah.
that they would all be dead.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think you're right. I think if you're showing that it's going to take a while, they're not really the X-Men. They're the X-Men in name, maybe not execution at the moment. They're still pretty well a newish team, aren't they?
They're the F men or the D men. No,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess that would make Charles the guy who keeps it all in the bag, the D bag.
All right. Oh, I thought it would have made him the seaman. Anyway, let's move it on to let's move it on to what I think is a bold episode for them for episode 4. Because they are taking big swings. They're making the hero daddy, which is Professor X, and I don't know, man, makes you question his motivation and his morals and everything else. So that's a bold move. Sabretooth, actually dealing with Sabretooth, I like that. I liked having him in a lot of this episode. And alluding
Yeah.
to the past that they're not really going to get fully into, but kind of alluding to that past they have with the Wolverine.
Yeah, I think that the direction and the voice acting really hobbled a lot of that story though, because
Mm.
I cannot imagine even children for 1 second looking at Sabretooth going, yes, I've had such a hard life. I really
Mm.
wish I could have a friend. And Jubilee's over there, I will be your friend. Yeah,
But it also
I
even goes to show the irresponsibility of Professor X, where he
oh
doesn't allow
god.
Wolverine to finish the job. They should have let Wolverine kill him.
Oh my gosh, I almost fell out of my seat when she's like, no, Jubilee, don't come with us. It's too dangerous. You stay here and single-handedly guard Sabretooth, the guy that Wolverine is scared of. We'll be back in about 8 hours. And of course, whenever they do come back after Sabretooth has made a break for it, Mr. Wonderful, Amazing Psychic is literally in the house for almost half an hour. He's like, boy, that was a terrible adventure. Hey, where's Jubilee? Should have. I mean, if he was in, he would be. Oh my gosh, guys, we need to go home like right now. I really messed up. Oh my gosh, mind rape guy just messed up. Tell me more.
But I mean, I'm seeing that, right? I'm seeing what Professor X did, and the whole time I'm watching, going, Fox Kids. Even though it was later on, that's what's in my head too, because we had Fox Kids here as well. Like, Fox Kids played this.
Yep.
Like, there you go. Good on you, X-Men. But yeah, there you go. It's just nuts. I don't think in my life I can think of any other show when I was a kid that was anything like that. That would appear on television, a normal broadcast television.
Yeah.
That's why it
It,
became so epic.
it was pretty intense. It's pretty amazing, and of course, the entire time that we're spending with these people, I couldn't help but think of Beast back in his cell, just kind of going, I'm bored.
Well, if he broke his glasses, that's all it takes. Now, if he breaks his glasses, he's gone for. He's stuck.
He's sitting there in that cell with a stack of books going, time enough at last.
Yeah,
Crack.
exactly.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
Well, there you go. That was Deadly Reunions. Next episode we'll be talking about in this series, I believe it's called Captive Hearts. Captive Hearts.
The Professor and Magneto are finally going to hook up. And
that's the only relationship I want to see. But if it's a romance episode, da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
In other words,
wow.
Yeah. All right, that's it for XXL Men. Jace, can you tell these guys how to support this crazy little show?
Oh my gosh. If for some reason you do want to support us, and honestly, why? Please look at the video description below and check out the link to Patreon, where you can support us for as little as $5 a month. But just because it's as little as $5 a month doesn't mean you can't do more. Go big or go home. That's what I say. You're probably sitting at home right now anyway, so you might as well go big while you're there. And you can also become a YouTube channel member by visiting our main page. You get all of our videos early. You also get more fun things, including the, I'll just call it the poopy story. There's a poopy story on Patreon that only the Patreons get. If you want to know the poopy story, go get on Patreon. It's spectacular.
I would say no one would want to see that, but all I got to say about that is 2 girls, 1 cup.
No,
all right.
No, not like that. This is actually like, this is just a story somebody gave me.
It's not a video. It's not a video.
No, this is just a story somebody gave me and was like, I want you to read this. Okay. And I read it, and I made it almost to the end, and then I started cracking up while I was reading it. I was like, I can't do this.
Oh, well, we've got to check it out now. Even I'm
Poopy
interested,
story.
So I'll have to go and
$5 a month.
myself sign up for Patreon.
Yes. Poopy story, $5 a month.
Done. Excellent. All right, guys. We'll see you next time.